Hey, here are 5 bizarre things I've noticed about the Bermuda Triangle. Number 1, it's a nexus of paranormal pap. The most bizarre thing about the Bermuda Triangle might be the fact that anybody takes it remotely seriously. I know I typically save declarations like that for the last item on the list, but the hell with that. This is a new series, sort of, and I am flipping the script, sort of. You may have heard that the Bermuda Triangle is in the Atlantic Ocean just north of the Caribbean Sea, but its actual location is at the intersection where UFOs meet parallel dimensions, meet unexplained disappearances, meet the lost continent of Atlantis, meets a bunch of other stuff you read about in Ripley's Believe It or Not. There have been so many cockamamie explanations proposed for incidents related to the Bermuda Triangle that I was legitimately surprised to find while researching this video that, number 2, it's a fairly recent phenomenon. You might have assumed, as I did, that ships and planes have been vanishing without a trace into the Bermuda Triangle for as long as anyone can remember, but actually it turns out nobody really mentioned it until around 1950. Since then, some older occurrences dating back to the early 19th century have been retroactively attributed to the otherworldly forces supposedly at work within the triangle, but the concept of the Bermuda Triangle is actually no older than Richard Dean Anderson, the actor who played MacGyver, who would have known better than to believe in something so ridiculous. Probably. It's hard to tell. His skepticism was inconsistent. I'll tell you what is consistent about the Bermuda Triangle. Number 3, its legend is greatly exaggerated. One of the most influential books on the Bermuda Triangle phenomenon was titled The Bermuda Triangle, written by Charles Berlitz and published in the year 1974. A year later, a more skeptical author named Larry Cush published his own book on the subject, where he argued that in his book, Berlitz had described many incidents related to the triangle as though they were unsolved mysteries, when in fact they had completely plausible explanations. Cush also found that many events linked to the triangle had actually taken place somewhere else. And he noted that given the amount of traffic that regularly passes through the Bermuda Triangle, number 4, it's actually not that dangerous. The number of accidents and disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle is not unusually high and therefore doesn't demand a special explanation. Those waters and the airspace above them are well traveled by ships and planes, most of which make it across just fine. When I was a kid, I remember I watched a David Copperfield special where the major illusion at the end was Copperfield, the magician, not the Dickens protagonist, vanishing mysteriously into the Bermuda Triangle. And after I watched that show, I went to my dad, who had been in the Navy, and I asked him if he had ever sailed through the Bermuda Triangle. And he said yes, he had, and he never had any unusual experiences there, and he didn't know of anybody else who had ever had any unusual experiences in the Bermuda Triangle either. And it was then that I realized that you can't trust magicians. They're basically professional liars. Where was I? Oh yeah, anyway, I guess here's what I'm really trying to say about the Bermuda Triangle. Number 5, it's manufactured mystery. As most things like this are, really. The Bermuda Triangle, the Loch Ness Monster, ancient aliens, haunted houses, that face on Mars. These things are all rooted in superstition and ignorance. People believe in them because they don't know any better or they don't want to know any better. Which is fine for them, I suppose, if that's what does it for them. Perhaps some of them feel that they're making life more interesting by embracing the preposterous and rejecting the mundane. Personally, I don't really get that. I find the world to be filled with wonders that are neither mundane nor preposterous, things that we can believe in and explore and be amazed by without having to set aside our reason. But that's just me. Mundane or not, the truth is there are no mysteries surrounding the Bermuda Triangle. No unexplained forces, no mysterious disappearances, just, I am told, some lovely weather, apart from the hurricanes. The hardest part is picking only 5. Catch you next time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and share it and subscribe to this channel if you're not subbed already. And also, please consider helping me to make more videos like this one by supporting this channel through Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives to become a patron. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.